The focus of my work overall, at the most fundamental level, is trying to understand why we have such inequality in our society and why there's been such inequality for so many years, such persistent inequality. Cornell is the land-grant institution for New York State, and as part of that, I take that role quite seriously in serving the state. And so getting at this issue around inequality in New York State and the opportunities kids have or don't have. And so some of the examples of my work that illustrate this are the work with school-based clinics. School-based health clinics in New York State. We just got a large National Institutes of Health grant to support the work, putting a full-fledged health clinic in a school building. It's an expensive endeavor, but through the work we're doing, we're trying to assess the costs of not having a full-fledged clinic in a school. The cost in terms of long-term care for asthma, long-term care for diabetes, long-term care, or more frequent use of emergency rooms. And so as we're studying the range of policies and practices, they all link back to this really fundamental question of what helps a community thrive. The courses I teach are both at the level of abstraction around theory. Why is it that these interventions and why these policies are derived in the way that they are? How is it that democracy like the United States allocates resource and opportunity the way it does? I teach courses that deal with data and trying to democratize the access to data through both easier access to analytic procedures and so forth, publicly available data tools that we get undergrads involved with, learning about the limitations of data that's collected for various purposes, but also the strength of what we can learn about communities, what we can learn about states and regions by analyzing data, visualizing data in a different way, and speaking to real live audiences out there in real life communities, and showing them data, showing them maps, giving them the interactive ability to interact with data through data dashboards. We teach students how to do this. It's been an extraordinary opportunity for me to interact with our global development students. The diversity of thought, the varied backgrounds they're coming from, different parts of the US, different parts of the world, provides such a rich context in a classroom to discuss and debate that I feel privileged to be part of. When they graduate and move on to the world, they're going to become these leaders around the world, or leaders around this country, in a whole variety of areas. They're prepared to really interact in this very complicated world with these really challenging problems, with the ultimate goal of improving people's livelihoods, improving communities, improving states, and so forth.